Microfluidics is essentially really, really tiny fluid channels where you can bring really small amounts of fluid together in really specific ways. The problem that we're trying to solve is that you can build these microparticles, but you can't build enough of them to actually do anything useful. So a single microfluidic device, typical throughput, is about 1 milliliter per hour. And what our lab is trying to do is to scale this up. So rather than having a single stream making these particles, we're going to have millions upon millions of streams on a single chip. So you very quickly go from milliliters per hour up to liters per hour. And we want to get even further to tens of liters per hour, to hundreds of liters per hour, to take this to the point where it can be used for industry. One of the biggest applications for these microparticles is drug delivery. And so what you can do is you can take a drug, such as chemotherapy or chemotherapeutic agents, and you can wrap them up in a very small microparticle. So a micrometer is a millionth of a meter, so very, 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 very small. What you can do is you can take that chemotherapeutic agent and put it in this little capsule. And that capsule, you can then put some coating on that capsule. So that when you put it into the person's body, rather than the chemotherapy going everywhere, the surface coating can be such that it's going to stick to the tumor. And then that drug will be delivered just to the tumor. And they've made all kinds of interesting particles. Particles that you could use for drugs, particles you could use for agriculture, particles you could use for cosmetics. And they have these functionality that you can't get using conventional techniques. And so you really need someone who can live at that interface and take the technology that we think solves one of the major challenges of how do you commercialize nanotechnology and actually use it. Actually use it to take some nanoparticle formulation and solve some problem in industry that can't be solved otherwise.